Apple is known for sleek designs, premium devices, and manufacturing partnerships around the world, especially in China. But lately, something interesting is happening. Apple is pouring billions into manufacturing in the United States. Why? In one word, tariffs. In this video, we'll break down what's going on, why Apple is making this move now, and what it means for the future of tech manufacturing in America. Let's rewind a bit. The US-China trade war started heating up in 2018 when the Trump administration slapped tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods, including electronics. The idea was to protect US industries and push China to play fair on trade and intellectual property. In response, China imposed its own tariffs, escalating tensions. But the key point for Apple, many of its devices, iPhones, MacBooks, AirPods, were being assembled in China and were suddenly subject to these extra taxes when shipped to the US. Even though some tech products were temporarily exempted, the uncertainty and rising costs spooked a lot of companies. Apple included tariffs to make that death. It's creating deliver and thun top. Tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods. That means if Apple brings an iPhone into the US from China and there's a 15% tariff, Apple either eats that cost, cutting into profit, or passes it to you, the consumer. Multiply that by millions of units and we're talking billions of dollars in potential losses. Apple's CEO Tim Cook has been very strategic here. He's visited Washington, worked behind the scenes to secure exemptions, and even praised American manufacturing in interviews. But behind the scenes, Apple has been rethinking its global supply chain to hedge against these rising costs. So, what's Apple actually doing in the US? 1. Apple is building a $1 billion campus, including a major manufacturing facility in Austin, Texas. 2. Apple supplier TSMC is building a semiconductor fab in Arizona with Apple as one of its key customers. Chips for future iPhones and Macs could be made right here in the States. 3. Another Apple campus, with investments in infrastructure and jobs in North Carolina. This isn't just for show. It's a calculated move to localize parts of their supply chain, especially for high-end components like processors. If they can make key parts in the US, assemble some here, or even finish packaging domestically, they reduce exposure to tariffs and geopolitical risks. But it's not only tariffs pushing Apple stateside. There are 3 other key reasons. 1. Geopolitical tensions. China's relationship with the West is complicated. Having too many eggs in one basket isn't smart for business. 2. Supply chain resilience. COVID exposed just how fragile global supply chains are. Having manufacturing hubs closer to home reduces risk. 3. PR and policy. Both Democrats and Republicans are pushing for more American manufacturing. Investing in US jobs wins Apple points with regulators and customers alike.
And let's be honest, made in the USA sounds pretty good on a box.
So what does this all mean? Apple isn't ditching China, not even close. China still has a deep, skilled labor force and infrastructure that's hard to replicate. But Apple is clearly diversifying. By building in the US, they're hedging against tariffs, future-proofing their supply chain, and positioning themselves as a patriotic brand in an increasingly protectionist world. In a few years, your iPhone might still say, designed by Apple in California. But more and more, it might also say, assembled in America. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more tech breakdowns. Let me know in the comments. Do you think US tech manufacturing is here to stay? Or is it just a political play? I found